My knees. Okay, so let's just start, guys. Let's take our shoulders down. So since it's first week back, we'll just take it relatively gently. And just take it for 2, for 3, for 4, and 2 more. 2, even this you might feel a little bit stiff. And then the other side, so really nice and slow. Try and take it as much into flexion as you can. And 3, and 4, 2 more. And last one. I'll say hello to Jax as well. She can probably watch it better on YouTube. And then again, into that kind of, try and get, I know this can be quite tough, this one, but try and get your arm as sort of far back as you can and almost pull the scapula together. Just do it with feet down for 6. So I think sometimes when we do the calf raise, we kind of probably don't concentrate quite as much on this internal, external rotation. And for 2, and 4, 1. Well done. And then you can start coming up into the old calf raise. And 2, and 3, 4, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sorry, I thought that was the door. My middle son is obsessed with, I keep getting these passed, so every little bit of money is earning at the pub. He just buys clothes with. I'm like, Jude, so it's just the Boss t-shirt's just arrived. It's the right designer, freaker. And don't know where he gets it from. For 3, for 2, and for 1. And then take the hips back. And again, 2, 3. I just get these little messages from school. Oh, Mummy, you're going to be in today because I've got a parcel arriving. I'm like, not your personal courier, Jude. And again, let's go 8 more for 8, for 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then a nice wide one. Get into those hips. See what the old hips feel like. Again, shoulders down, tight through the tummy. And just take it down. And for 2, for 3, for 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 more. For 10. I was saying, Debs, I thought France was pretty expensive, like, you know, 10 euros for an Aperol Spritz or something, but my friend just got back from Norway skiing. She said it was extortionate. 20 euros for a glass of wine in the hotel. And again for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, 5 more, 5, beautiful squats. I love watching Jem squat. 3, I'm so weird. 2, and 1. Well done. And then take it really, really wide. Just go easy. Make sure whenever you do wood chop, so it's really good for the hamstrings, but make sure you take the hips backwards. Keep the core tight always. And then just bring it down for 6. Hips back for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Well done. The other side. Hips back, down. Hips back, or bum, whichever way you want to think about it. Bum to wall. 3, 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And then take it into your warrior pose. So nice, really try and have some width in the inner thighs. So you want the legs really nice and wide. And just come over, just take a nice side bend. Take a beautiful breath in. And out. and in, and out. Last one. And then reach into full. So warrior pose, slide the scapula down, just look at your thumb, hold that position, pushing laterally through the back foot, just take the gaze up to ceiling, take a beautiful breath in, last one. Well done, back into parallel feet, we've got two on me. And then just again, take the hips back and just let kind of the back become quite straight, almost like a tabletop back. And then just let the hands, so we're not rushing kind of the hands down to the floor. Obviously, if you're super flexible, you can start rolling that bit further. And take the the palms down, or if you're not too tight, you might get further down with the forearms. And some of you will be like, what are you talking about? I can never do that. And then take your arms out to capital T, draw the belly in and gently push into the heel and come back up if you can. Nice and slowly. And then come to that other side and again into that warrior pose first, and then bring it over into mermaid. Take a breath in. So just notice if there's any tension through the lateral part of the spine. Last one, breath in. And then reach up, slide the scapula down. You can keep that front knee bent. I quite like to straighten it more into triangle. And then hold. And then back to your straight position, and then just gently bring the feet back to centre. And we're just going to do a couple of, sometimes people struggle with this move. You kind of have to look in a mirror if you're unsure of it, and it's kind of like doing a cat to cow, but stood up. So you just soften a little bit through the knees, take the hips backwards and the weight forwards as though you're coming into a normal roll down. But as you get your hands towards the knees, put your hands on your knees and then stick your bum up and make that arch position. Take a breath in. And then start rounding at the tailbone like you would if you were doing a cat pose. Does that make sense? So chin to chest, start reversing the other way. Try not to overthink it. And then round. Once you get the hang of it, it feels beautiful. And sometimes when your back feels a bit tender, but you don't really want to get down on the floor, particularly if you're like working and stuff, you can just do a couple of standing ones. And then again, last one, inhale. And then round. And gently back up. Beautiful. Okie dokie, let's just do a little bit of shoulder work again. So let's just do that one actually. So just take your hands, interlink your fingers. Try not to let the ribs come out and the back arch. Yeah, so just rib cage closes all times. Just take it in and just out. Try and just hold that little stretch through the pecs. And again for 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then just take it down and just go into a full scissor and a calf raise. So full scissor. And again, have a real think. Whoop, she says as she nearly fell. I was talking to Serena about this yesterday when she came for a massage, and just is there much difference? This one, right side, beautiful. Left side, oh, just tight. So whenever you've had like surgery or in my case injury, it can take years before that full feeling ever kind of feels exactly the same, or you might never. We're all a bit tighter on one side anyway 4, 3, 2, actually, do one more on the other side or we won't be even. And rest. Well done, good. Let's take it into a little bit of a calf stretch. So just take the hands on the front knee and just gently drive that heel to the floor, taking a nice breath in. A lovely lady got in touch with me, Debs, the other day. I don't think it's one of the ones that you were talking about from the Spire that Ria gave me. Sue, she used to go to the Haven apparently, girls. In Leeds, she knew Debs, Lorraine. She used to do the walking, like the Nordic walking down there. So she might start joining us. And then just come back to the other side. Take that heel down. Again, notice if there's more tightness through one leg more than the other. Just hold, push into it. Nice gentle stretch. Often calves get tight with medication. And then gently back. Okay, so since we're first week back, let's just maybe grab hold of something. I've been for a walk with the dog and I've got my trainers on, but anyway. Get something in case you need it. You might not need it. Your balance might be beautiful. Let's take our hands into prayer, shoulders down. And all we're going to do is just kind of not have a bent leg, but not have a straight leg. So like in between. Try and use the core to lift it. Use the core to lift, so tighten through. I always play my hip session on my balance on a Wednesday lunch. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And then take it to the side. Remember this one, we're not doing this. Yeah, so it's about keeping the hips level, softening a bit through the supporting leg, and just lifting. Not too much. Think about length. Lift for 3. For 4, for 4. Getting back to side leg this week has been a bit of a challenge. 2. I bet your bum's hurting, Janet, from Monday. And then turn in, tuck the tailbone, and again, take the weight slightly forward. Don't let the back arch. And then point and just lift for 8. Lift for 7. So working more through the booty. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just take that leg to the front. Yes, remember it's the back leg that we're being stood on. Take the hips backwards, chin to chest, and just roll into the IT band. Again, just letting the head just hang. Oh, just hang there. Don't force it down to the floor. Take some beautiful breaths in and out. If you have got the hands on the floor, you might want to do like a little circle. Just notice how it changes the stretch. Roll forward and back. And then soften the front knee and gently restack. Keep them where they are. I'm being very selfish. My hamstrings are very, very tight on my bum. We're going to do that one more time. Chin to chest. Hips back. Weight forwards. Gently down. And again, breath in. And out. In. And out. Last one, breath in. Soften the front knee and gently. I know some of you are really flexible and others will be like, oh my God, that's tight. And then gently back. Keep the feet where they are. And just reach up, really reach. So you're stretching out and then send it over. Take a nice breath in. Well done, back to centre. So remember, it's that back leg, because sometimes you forget which you've been stood on. So we're now going to do balance on the other leg. Yeah. So again, semi kind of bent. I don't know what you call it when it's not flexed or anyway. Semi bent. Draw the tummy in. So try and use the core to lift the leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You'll feel them muscles working in the quads and the hips, side to side, and again, not too high. Soften a little bit through the supporting knee if you need it. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift 3, lift 4, lift 4, lift 3, lift 2, lift 1. Well done. To the back. So again, hip extension is the one that you really want to watch. It works the bum, but you don't want to arch too much. So tuck through the tailbone, then take your weight forward. Keep the tailbone tucked and lift for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then exactly the same. 2 lots of IT bands. So soften through the knee. Yeah, hips back, weight forwards. Gently float down towards the floor. Again, if you're super tight, just let everything just hang like a rag doll. You don't have to force it down. Or you might be like, you're kidding, aren't you? I'll never get down there. So just go to your own range, the stretch to the back of the leg and then a little bit maybe into the side, into the IT area. IT band might, like I said, should be mild discomfort, not pain. Take a breath in and out. In and out. Last one, breath in and softly up. Beautiful, I love this stretch. Really helps with any kind of people that suffer with sciatica. So chin to chest, hips back, stops that iliotibial band getting too tight down the side of the leg. And back down again. Beautiful, let the head just hang, take a breath in. Last one, breath in and softly up. Oh. And keep your feet where they are. Reach up and just push over into that beautiful side bend. And then gently up. Well done, just take a little, shall we do a few? We'll do crazy weights, so just see how your wrist feels, Sandra. Yeah, we'll do not too many weights, but we'll do a few. So grab yourself 2, oops, she says. And yeah, we might use 2 at once. I don't know where all my weights have gone. There they are. Da, da, da. Okie dokie. So one at a time first. So try, remember, I know it's easy to get out of habits, but just always try with like non-surgical side first, or for me, in my case, the stronger side. Yeah, or what you think is the stronger side. Doesn't always work out that way. So again, we're just going to do abduction. We're not going to do the legs just yet. We're just going to take it up and lower. So it's all about precision and lower. Control the way. Lift and lower. And again, try and always think about that crown of the head. Yeah, you've got like a string that's keeping the neck long. And 3 and 2 and 1. Well done. to the other side. I know this is your problematic. A lady's just run me for a massage actually who's got frozen shoulder, and this is the position that can be a little bit problematic for people. And 3 and 4, 4 more, 4, 3. So after abduction, bicep will feel pretty easy. 2 and 1. That's why sometimes it's nice to have slightly different weights. And then take it in the opposite hand again, and then just take it into your bicep, turn the palm in and take it over, back down and round, yeah? So the palm facing forward, palm in, over, back and down. And again, for 3. I tell you, weights are really good on holiday. If you got stuck on them, sometimes if you don't get enough speed up and then you have to kind of pull yourself along on your poles. Yeah, like, oh, glad I worked my biceps. You could see people go, oh. And 2 and 1. Well done. Switch again. And again, keep them shoulders down. Don't let the shoulder hike up. Real tendency with the shoulder to want to hike. Particularly when you go overhead now, that can sometimes happen. And down. And again for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Well done, beautiful. Switch again into your triceps. So watch this if you're unsure. I know I harp on about this all the time, but it's the one move that tends to be done really kind of lackadaisical. So you want to take the weight into kind of, I think about it round about kind of bottom of my bra strap area. Take it out, straighten it, and then you shouldn't really see the weight coming into the front of the body. It just comes back to that position, so you bend and straighten, bend and straighten, and again. If you struggle with this move, you can always do it kind of like that, overhead. Just be careful. I find this one harder. Just be careful that you don't bang your head. And 4, and 3, try and straighten at the elbow, 2, and 1, and then I just switch legs and then switch arms at the same time. So 2 lots of 8, keep the shoulder blade down, back in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, and again. Three more, 3, 2, 1, and then just gently with your best squat position, lean down to get your other one. And we're just going to do a little bit of scissor into front raise and then a little bit of dumb waiter for internal external. So again, all we're going to do is just lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift. You can take it higher if you want, but just go careful. Yeah? You'll see how I just struggle with this other side. And 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. And then into really glue your elbows. You can take your feet into first as well, just to remind you. Draw the belly in, take the weights together, take it out and back in, and out and back in, out So again, just be honest with yourself. Do you feel like you could go up half a kilo? Does this feel enough? And again for 8, for 7. Mace came home from the gym last night with Jude. They're like gym buddies now. And he's like, I wonder how long it'll take me. I'm nearly there. Just wonder how long it'll take me to lift 100 kilo. I was like, God, I struggle with the 6. And yeah. And for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, fabulous. Just put your weights down. Just check again, my bed's on. I've got someone coming at 1:15. Here it is. Can't bear the thought of getting into a cold bed. Okay, let's just go into, so just interlink your fingers together and just pull. So don't push your ribs out, still keep your ribs down, but try and just pull the scapula together. And you should, this is where Serena were tight yesterday. A lot of people are really tight through kind of this, the front of the pecs and like the bicep tendon area. Such a nice stretch. And then take the palms, interlink and turn the palms up and just come over. And the other way. It's quite alarming, isn't it, how many people in life don't actually do stretches. I wonder why everything starts to seize. And then again. And the other way. And then just gently just come round with a couple of little circles. Oh. Two. I make some funny noises, don't I? And then take deltoid out. So just again, underneath, yeah, pull it across into that deltoid one, which we've worked quite hard with weight, so you should really feel it right there. And breath in. We'll do them one at a time so we don't forget what we're doing. And then bring it across. Oh, Janet, I was thinking of you the other night. Was it must have been Monday? You might have seen it. I know you love Italy. I think it will be BBC2. I think. Stanley Tucci. You know Stanley Tucci? I don't know if you know him as an actor. I love him. He was in, he's been in all kinds of things. But it was in The Hunger Games and Devil Wears Prada. Anyway, he's Italian and he's doing this show around Italy, about the foods in Italy, and they were on the Amalfi Coast. It were really good. If you haven't seen it, just try and, I'm hoping it's a series and not just a one-off. But yeah, it was just lovely to see how much pleasure someone got out of eating zucchini pasta. Alright, brilliant. So, I think, what time is it? I think we're going to get down to the floor. Yeah, so let's come down onto the floor. Hopefully you can see me alright. And we're just going to do, so what we'll do is a little bit of side leg, a little bit of abdominals, and then we will jump on our roller for some abdominals and some nice stretching. So, keep the bottom knee bent today. It's getting too comfortable for me, this bottom knee bent. And lift up, so you've got this lovely gap underneath your waist. If you can't feel it, just imagine that it's there. Yeah. If I lived in France, I'm not sure it would be there, because I think I ate more bread in 1 week than I eat in the whole year. Just gently lengthen and point the foot and then just lift and lower it. Lift with control. You can take your arm up if you want. You can leave it there. You can take it over. And again. And 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. For 1. Hold it. Point the foot if it's not already pointed. Take the leg forward. 1, 2. And then then take it up an inch, and then bring it back and down. 1, 2, and down. 1, 2. I was saying that, I don't know if it were on Monday I was saying this, Jenny. It always makes me laugh, this one. I don't know why, it always takes me back to my school days. And I always think about when you used to have to do the perimeter of a oblong, and then the what is it, squared, you know, like 8 times 2, I don't know, maths were not my strong point. And then again, 2, and hold, and then take it the other way, take the leg up, along the top, down, up. Always remember though, half base times height for triangle. And again, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Just give it a nice little rub. We're not going to go crazy today. And we're just going to pull that heel into the bum. Really bring your leg back if you can. So you're feeling the stretch in the quads. Then 4 big muscles in the top of the thigh. Beautiful. And then just into your clam position. So if it feels comfortable, you can come up on your elbow, or you might want to make like a pillow. A little bit harder to maintain that gap with clam, if I'm honest. Keep the hips facing forward, draw the belly in, make sure you're not over rotating, so I don't want you to fall backwards like this. And then close it. So we've just got single for 10, for 3, for 4, for 5, 5 more, 5, 4, good, 3, 2, and 1, and then 10 when we do that kick. So out, straighten the leg, in, close. 2, let's feel a bit of a shock to the system. Serena's been very good, Deb. She's done 4 of my videos while I were away. She's not been drinking wine. And again. And for 5, I can't buy a Kit Kat now, Debs, without thinking about you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. I'm going to be kind here and just let you stop there. Come over onto your backs. Let's do Piriformis Stretch. So leg nice and long, the leg that we've not used, the one that we've been using. Tabletop, same hand, push across, yeah? Inner knee, that way. I know I harp on about this again all the time, but it's really important that lift up if you want, you don't have to if you can feel it. Bring that heel into the top of the thigh, but keep pushing on the outside knee. Most people really feel this stretch. It's quite a troublesome muscle, that piriformis muscle. And you don't want to get it too tight. I really felt it when I've been driving. And then just hold. And then the hand that's at the outside of the knee, take it to shoulder height. The other hand takes the outside of the thigh and turn your head the other way. Take some beautiful breaths in, let the belly rise. Two more. Last one. And then just grab the shin and just take the knee into chest. And then lengthen the other leg by just putting the heel into the floor, pointing the foot. And then remove the hands from the shin to the back of the hamstrings and just flex and point, flex and point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Turn it in and out. So inversion, eversion. Remember the joints, you know, actions occur at the joints, whether it's abduction, flexion, you know, extension, blah, blah, blah. So we want to keep the joints moving in the actions that they can do. Yeah, otherwise the message to the brain becomes very blurred, and then circle again. Beautiful. And it feels good as well. Okay, beautiful. So now get yourself over to the other side, whether it's doing a roll up or just rolling over. Take a breath in if you're doing a roll up. Exhale, rib cage down, gently up. I always think, God, what if I don't get up on camera? That's so embarrassing. And then come to the other side. And then again, keep that. So when you're doing side leg, you want to think about the core really being responsible for keeping that pelvis still. So lift up the bottom waist and then just lift the leg and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And again. I'm going to say hello to Aylan, and hopefully our renovations are coming on well. I feel so sorry for there's nothing worse than living, well there is obviously lots of things worse than living in a house that's getting renovated, but I feel really glib saying stuff at the minute, don't we? I'm trying desperately, I don't know about everyone else guys, if Ukraine is on my mind constantly. I'm trying not to talk about it, which I already am now, because it's just, yeah, incredibly sad. Hold, 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 hold. Take it forward, 1, 2, drop, bring it back. Lift, forward, 1, 2, drop, bring it back. Lift, 1, 2, drop, and back. And again, lift, 1, 2, drop. 4 more. 1, 2, drop, back. 3 more. 1, 2, drop, back. 1, 2, drop, back. Reverse it along the bottom, lift, back and down. Oh, I can feel this one more than the other. 3, 4, 4 more, 4, 3, no more classes today, just massages. 2, and 1. Oh, I really felt that one. Just bring the heel into your bum, pull the quads sort of backwards, don't have them forward like that. I know this is a difficult stretch for some people, so if you can't reach the foot, it's just a matter of bringing that leg backwards so you're at least feeling some kind of stretch going on in the hip area and the quad muscles. And then let's just do a little bit of our clamp. So again, if it doesn't bother you like this, you can come up like this, or just make the pillow, lift, hips facing forward, 10, then 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, 5, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 10, in, close, 9, close, 8, close, 7, 6, good work, 5, nearly there, 4, you don't have to do them all obviously, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Straight onto your back. And again, if you want to do piriformis again, you can. If you prefer to do that one, you can do that one as well. So people just find that certain stretches are more beneficial than others for them. If you're doing that one's dead easy to remember. Piriformis one a little bit more tricky. So that's why I sort of demonstrate this one more. Push across, in knee towards the opposite shoulder, lift up, and then pull that heel into the top of the leg. Take a breath in. then take that hand away, opposite hand goes to the outside of the thigh, just into that supine spine stretch. Take a beautiful breath in, let the belly rise. And again. Last one. And gently back, just glue your legs together, just have a little supine spine stretch, and you can either just stay on the mat, guys, if you don't like the roller, you haven't got a roller or you just can't be bothered. Otherwise, grab hold of your real arm. So if you're on the mat, just follow the same instructions. We want to try and do abdominal work in neutral spine. So for people at home, or anyone who's watching on YouTube, neutral spine is where you're not pushing the lower back into the mat, but you're definitely not arching forward. So if you find that triangle or diamond, if you're taking it up to the belly button, the hip bones and the pubic bone are level. The hip bones aren't higher ever, or that happens, but you don't want to be squashing neither. Okay, so imagine that tray of drinks that is very level and is not tipping forwards or back. Lengthen through the front of the chest, little chin nod. Take the right arm up to tabletop, draw the belly in, navel into spine. Bring the other leg up and find that stability. You can obviously do one at a time. This is not easy at all. You can, if you want, do a drop, kind of like a, what we call dead bug. You can do that and just move at the hip. Try not to move at the knee, it's more at the hip. Or you can do single leg stretch, where you take the leg straight, gently back in. You may not want to go as low as me, you may want to take that leg that little bit higher. Yeah. Keep drawing the belly in. Everything is done in neutral spine. Core tight, rib cage down, don't let the tummy down. We're only going to do 12 more. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 more. 5, draw that belly in. 4, 3, 2, 2 more actually, because I started on my right leg, didn't I? And take the foot down and the other foot. Take the soles of the feet together. Just let the knees flip out to the side. Take some nice breaths in. And again. Well done. And then back to just our shoulder work. I want to finish it. Make sure I finish at 25 because I think I'm say low, guys. So again, just keep your shoulders down and just go into scissor. Don't let the ribs come. Remember, if the ribs come up and away, it takes the back out of alignment. So you need to get used to keeping ribs down, particularly if you're doing arm work at the same time as doing, legs. And then bring both palms together, push the palms in and just see, take them back, how far do they go? Are the hands going to the floor? If they are, fabulous. Gently up and then just take them out to the side into abduction and take the palms onto the floor. Bring the palms back to the hip area, bring them back up. Turn the palms up to ceiling, overhead, back down, hands down. Let's do that 4 more times. 4, hands up. Don't worry if you can't keep on the floor. And back. think, oh gosh, I can't do this, my hands come away, and it's not always due to surgery. I've got loads, men particularly if I'm honest, but quite a lot of clients who obviously have not gone through any kind of breast cancer surgery, and you get them to do this and they're kind of like to here, yeah, or their arms are here, they can't get them on the floor. Yes, it's sometimes difficult to know if you didn't do the exercise pre-surgery. And then just do that helicopter one. So again, shoulder blades down. You can do a little bit of retraction and retraction just to make sure the shoulder blades are nice and relaxed on the roller. And then go into helicopter. I never take my arms down to the floor with helicopter. I just like to take it sort of to my eye level, something like that, a little bit lower than eye level maybe. And again, I like to alternate. You can do 4 in 1. If you're doing 4 in 1, switch now. If you're doing alternate, follow me. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just gently down. Just really elongate through the front of the chest. Chin down, and just take 4 sideways nods of the head as though you're saying no. Try and push a little bit. And then gently back and just do some little circles on the ceiling, like you've got a pen on the end of your nose. And then circle back. And beautiful. And then just gently come off your roller. Again, if you want to stay on the floor or you want to come up, you can just do whatever you feel comfortable, whether it's a cow to cat pose, whether it's a rolling cat. Yeah. Or a downward dog. Yeah, where you're taking the hips nice and high and you're just walking through the heels just to give you that last kind of calf stretch. Try not to take too much pressure onto the wrist. With that one, walk it back and gently up. And well done. Oh, it's recorded.